Now, the M23 rebels who have taken control of Goma in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo say that they will make an official statement this morning. They've called on the DRC government forces to surrender and hand over their weapons. And this follows an advance against the Congolese army. 9 South African National Defence Force members were killed in clashes with M23 rebels who were trying to advance on the city of Goma in the Eastern DRC. For more on this story, we're joined on the line now by SABC News International Editor Sophie Mokoena. Sophie, good morning. So once again, a somber news to come to as South Africans, with soldiers once again perishing, SANDF soldiers in the Eastern DRC. But what's the latest in this situation?
Well, what we do know is that last night the M23 rebels and their allies made gains in terms of advancing towards Goma. And early hours of this morning, they reported that they have been able to make it to Goma, and there were reports that, but also visuals that were being distributed, particularly the MONUSCO or those foreign forces who were in the eastern part of the DRC, leaving their arms at MONUSCO. As you know, that the main mandate of MONUSCO was to disarm the armed forces in the DRC. So we saw some of these other people who were supporting government forces doing that, not all of them, I must say. And also then they issued a statement, this coalition, and indicating that they've given the other forces, foreign forces who were supporting government 48 hours to surrender. And the deadline, after the deadline, then they made an announcement that now they will be moving in and trying to really give information in terms of what they will be doing. I heard that they have appointed the former Electoral Commission chairperson who contested the last election, but unfortunately he couldn't get enough votes because half of the country couldn't even participate in elections because of these tensions and issues of security. And majority of areas that didn't participate during elections are areas that would have supported him or perhaps would have supported the rebels. As you know that in the DRC you have many rebel groups and armed forces, more than 200, and therefore it is a very complex story, that DRC conflict in general. It's not only in the east, but you have some other rebel groups and armed forces in different parts of the country.
Well, Sophie, we'll leave it there for now. But of course, Sophie will keep us abreast of developments and also what comes out of that UN meeting. But that's where we have to leave it for now. SABC International Editor Sophie Mokoena is keeping an eye on that story for us, with the UN Security Council emergency meeting following deadly clashes between peacekeeping forces and the M23 rebel group in the Democratic Republic of Congo.